You know exactly what needs to be done. It's on your to-do list, clear as day, but somehow you're stuck. Not scrolling aimlessly, not even resting, just stuck in place. It's not laziness. What if I told you? You're not lazy. 400 years ago, in the heart of feudal Japan, samurai studied not only swordsmanship, but also the mind. They practiced something called Kyojutsu, the art of Ijutsu. For them, what we label as laziness is often just a story we tell ourselves, a story that isn't true. Maybe it's, I'm not good enough, or I don't know where to begin. The samurai knew that clarity cuts deeper than any blade. They trained themselves to see through these illusions. Laziness isn't laziness, it's intelligence. Imagine sitting in your car, turning the key and listening to the engine roar, but the car won't move. You check everything, and realize the handbrake is still on. That's what laziness often is. It's not that you lack power, it's that something is pulling you. The samurai didn't see resistance as weak. Emotional resistance is often your inner compass whispering, this isn't the path. Like a wise friend tugging your sleeve before you step into danger. The problem is, we shame ourselves into silence instead of listening. What if the block isn't the problem, but the clue? Now, if that's true, what is it really trying to tell us? What if I told you? You're not lazy. The 3 forms of resistance. Sometimes you're not resisting the task. You're resisting the way you're doing it. You're trying to force yourself to type when your brain thinks better with a pen. Or you plow ahead in the morning fog, even though your energy peaks in the evening. This isn't laziness. This is misalignment. Like swimming against the current when there's a gentle current right behind you. The first form is resistance to method. You may be using tools that don't suit your nature. Try switching things up. Write by hand, record voice notes, sketch your ideas. The second form is resistance to time. Perhaps you're pushing yourself into a low-energy moment. Use a tool like Chronotype to track your peak times. Flow emerges when time and task coincide. And the third, resistance to purpose. You're doing this, but not for yourself. It's for approval, obligation, or some old version of yourself. It's like carrying a sword you never chose. True momentum begins when you align with what matters. But how do you know what's truly yours, and not just something borrowed? The Musashi principle, prepare the field. The legendary samurai Miyamoto Musashi once said, victory belongs to those who prepare the field. He wasn't just talking about war, he was talking about life. Imagine trying it. Want to act with less resistance? Start with your space. A cluttered desk reflects a cluttered mind. Light a candle. Play focused music. Adjust your chair. When your environment is intentional, your energy naturally follows. Your brain senses the signal and says, it's time. Like entering a dojo, the space becomes sacred, and action becomes. Ritualize your workflow like a warrior. Most people fail not because the goal is too distant, but because the first step seems too big. That's where micromovements come in. 1 sentence, 1 push-up, 1 breath. That's all it takes to break inertia. It's like lighting a match. You don't need a fire to get started, just a spark. And momentum isn't a mystery, it's a machine, and, like any machine, it needs a design. Start with a 25-minute timer. That's it. Set it, work with focus, and then rest. This simple act creates rhythm. The brain thrives on rhythm. The samurai knew this too. They trained in K. So, this. Now surround yourself with other people who move. A focused friend. Tease it. Embracing resistance as power. Remember, what we call laziness isn't a personal flaw. It's a signal. When you stop fighting it and start listening, the battle changes. The action stops being a struggle and becomes a natural flow. Like a samurai who doesn't strain his sword but knows exactly when to draw it, you learn to move with clarity. It's not about working harder or trying harder. It's about understanding your resistance as intelligence, a map, not a wall. The moment you decode this message, you unlock your true potential. You are no longer a prisoner of procrastination, but a master of momentum, moving in tune with your mind and body. Now imagine what happens when you apply these principles daily. What's possible if you become? If this changed your perspective on procrastination, The next video will completely change your way of thinking about motivation. Subscribe and turn on the notification bell because true power begins with the quietest moments and the sharpest mind. Ready to sharpen your inner blade? Let's continue this journey together.